Welcome to today's episode of the Leadership Diaries. As you know, the Leadership Diaries is a show that is designed to help C-suite executives, young leaders, diplomatic leaders, and every other leader, business leader, civil society leader, political leader. This show is a show that is focused on leadership development, career development, and business development. I'm your host today, Kelvin Elias Mumba.
And I am your co-host, Ruth Banda. You can catch us on channel 456 Topstar, and we'll be airing every Friday at 8 hours on TBN Zambia Facebook. Repeats are going to be every Saturday at 17 hours. So today we have our guest, Mr. Titus Kajila. How are you, sir?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Ah,
So, Mr. Titus is a Zambian business, church leader, and founder of Evidence Foundation, recognized for his contribution to business leadership and community development. He currently serves as leader of Kingdom Rapture Church and is widely regarded for his ability to inspire young entrepreneurs and business professionals across Zambia. Born in Chavuma District, Northwestern Province, Titus developed an early passion for business and enterprise. After completing his secondary education, he pursued studies in theology alongside business training, building a foundation that has shaped his approach to leadership, one that combines spiritual conviction with entrepreneurial discipline. Over the years, he has built a track record of excellence in leadership and business growth, with a particular focus on agriculture and farming enterprises. Beyond his professional pursuits, Titus is an avid reader and committed advocate for charitable work, regularly giving back to his community. He remains focused on personal and professional growth with ambition to achieve significant financial success while continuing to mentor and inspire others through integrity and dedication and excellence.
Mr. Titus, as we start our conversation, I would like to hear more from you. Tell us more about yourself, a bit about your growing up, your place of birth, a bit about your passion. Tell us more about yourself, your educational background. Would love to know more. Would love to know the person of Titus Kajila.
wow, that's interesting. So, as you have heard about the reading of the Madam, I feel it's quietly an interesting story, especially about me. I'm from a family of four, and I'm the last born.
Last one.
Yes. So, I'm from Northwestern Province, born in the place called Chavuma. And I believe growing up, I was a hunter as a child. You know, that was one of the skills that I had. And I believe I started business at the age of 10. You know, growing from a village whereby there's no one who can inspire you, but there is just something within yourself that pushes you, and you get to convince yourself that one day I'm gonna make it. Yeah, there was nobody who could literally, I can say that no, somebody inspired me, zero. But there was that conviction that from this village, someone bigger is gonna come out from this location. So I believe my education background was a struggle. You know, growing up with one parent wasn't an easy thing. And from the skills that I had, I would go and hunt, and that's how I used to earn money to pay for my school fees. And I remember when mom was sick, you know, I would hustle and make money in all possible ways in order for me to be helpful to my parents. And I was very young, but I was able to do that. So, sometimes, I feel personally that's where leadership started from. You know, I don't really see that one day these things in future were going to make sense.
Yeah.
Because I'll just do those things for survival.
Yeah.
Yeah, you put food on the table, especially during rain season, where times whereby I would go outside there, look for pieceworks. And I believe right now, where I come from, I feel I was one of the hardest young man in the village. I would hunt. If it took me to go do fishing, I'd go and all those things. So at the age of 10, I believe I was in grade, if not mistaken, should be grade 4, 3, somewhere there. I was very young. And I believe that education in the village was very much hard because it's different compared here in Lusaka.
The living circumstances.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you just go to school for the sake of going to school. But that vision of convincing yourself that one day I'll become better was nothing like that. But even how I mind up to start a business from the same money, I'll set traps. In the village, you set traps, you catch animals and all those things. What happens? You go and sell
What type of animals were you hunting?
birds. You set traps and all those things. So it was quietly a lot that I used to find myself into. And I believe they had nicknamed me.
Okay.
I was given a nickname. And I used to dance a lot.
Okay.
All those things.
Do you still remember the nickname, or you
I
prefer
know.
not saying it?
I don't want to mention that name. Okay. So I used to dance a lot. Where I'm from, literally, that's where my Kishi. I'm Luvari by tribe.
Okay.
Yeah, so I would do the Makish things and all those things. And I'll start chasing people, they'll make that kind of thing for me. I'll put it on, I'll start chasing people and all those things. Then from there, people will start giving me money.
Makishi is like chinya ugure wa mkono
Yes, yeah.
equivalent, eh?
Yes.
Okay.
But now this is like Likumbi music.
Oh.
So I used to dance a lot, and I believe I had such a talent in dancing. And if we were to put me and you bring some people, I used to win a lot. During independence, I believe since even the time when I left the village, up to now, they don't host independence anymore because the dancer left, and that was me.
Well, you said up to the time when you left the village. When was that? How old were you when you left the village? What were the circumstances? Did your mother become late? What happened?
I came to Lusaka. That was in 2015. Yeah, I first came to Lusaka. That was in 2005, but I was young.
Okay.
Yeah, so I had to go back to the village. Then I came back. My brother, who was living here, then she took me from the village.
Okay.
Yeah, so I came in Osaka when I was more grown up. That was in 2015. And when I came in Osaka, I wasn't a person that was doing well, or maybe I can say I knew God. Zero. I never knew God by then. Yeah, so during that space, he was a well-rooted believer who knew God, and I believe by that time he was a deacon. Yeah, so having such life from the village and all those things, I was into the things of the world. And through him, being a committed believer who knew God, because of him, I happened also to know God. And that was when I gave my life. I believe that was in 2017. I gave my life to Christ Jesus. Then from there, I believe I even accepted the call of God upon my life. And I became an evangelist at a very, very tender age. And I was in grade 7.
Before you proceed, you mentioned there that it was because of your brother. You lived around him. He was a firm believer.
Yeah.
And that caused you to give your life to Christ and get born again. How important is environment in a person's life? Minding the people that you live around, minding in life and business, how important, because our conversation is heading towards the business sector.
Okay.
How important is your network, the people you're found with, you live around, even where you live actually? How important is that?
Okay. One of the things that personally I have believed in when it comes to success in life, one of the major two is environment. I feel this is something that I personally I believe in. So environment shapes who we become in life. Okay? And when I talk about environment, I'm talking about the type of people that you surround yourself with. What type of conversation do you keep with such people? The reason why some of us we are not making it in life is because of the type of people that we have put in our circle. So I personally, I grew up with that ability and conviction to tell myself I'll never allow negativity in my space, especially from people. I've seen people in life whereby they always want, to bring something negative just to bring you down. And one thing that I always do in my life, I have taught myself never to get direction from somebody who is not going in my direction. And this is the principle I've kept around my life.
Okay.
If I was to go to somebody, that's why at times it's not every person that you should get advice from. It's not every person you can do that. And from there, I have taught myself to be around with people who are doing better than me. Because there's no way I can mingle with people whereby they don't have any future. What am I going to learn from them?
That's a valid point.
Yeah.
That's a valid point. Oh, quickly, when did you start business?
Like I said, this thing I started from at a tender age.
But like the business that you grew into, I want to believe you're doing business right now, are you not?
Yes, I'm doing business. Yeah.
Yes, so like when did you start the business that now feeds you, pays your rent, caters for your bills, and when did you start it? And tell us more about that.
I started business that was in 2020.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe I was still in school.
Okay.
Yeah.
You started your business in 2010, 2020.
Yeah.
What business do you currently do? Before I ask, we need to have more information. What business do you currently do, or businesses do you currently do?
Right now, I would mention a lot, but the major business I can say and that I've believed in is farming.
You're a farmer.
Yes.
We can go down into a rabbit hole. This can go deep into a rabbit hole. You've mentioned that you are a farmer and you started in 2020. Can you kindly run us through the details? How did you know you wanted to do farming? Farming capital. How did you raise the capital? Because there will be somebody watching here and they want to get into farming. Of course, you tell us also what type of farming that you got into first, second, third. We just want the details for somebody to use it as their conviction as well.
Okay.
Yes.
So, it's a good question. Farming is something that I personally have seen to be very, very much important. And one of the reasons why I have passion for farming is because people need to eat every day. People can't live without food. And you asked me a question, how did I raise money to venture into such a business?
Yes.
Okay. Farming, have done it like for 3 years.
Okay.
Yes. But the first business I started with, that was a boutique. I had a boutique that I used to call Evidence Collection Boutique.
Okay.
And that is, it used to be located in State Lodge.
Okay. And how did you raise money to start the boutique?
Okay. I won't literally mention what gave me money.
Okay.
Yeah, but I believe, money comes through relationships with people.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no machine that gives money. There's no machine that gives money.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah. Money comes from people.
Okay.
Yeah. That's one thing that we must understand. That's why it's very much important when venturing into business, you need to create a good relationship with people because that's where money comes from.
Explain that point more. Money comes from people. Is it people, friends, people, family, people, the community? Because many of the youths that will be watching or are watching this right now have a circle of friends that are broke. You know that type of thing where you belong to a circle of friends and your friend posts that, hey, season in Darama Zavuta, and everyone in your circle can relate. You even reshare their status.
You're right.
Yes, so where, which people,
Maybe
how?
you are the richest amongst them.
Yes.
I feel I'm the richest among all my friends.
So what type of networks should we start chasing after rich people so that we can have money? Like, give us advice here.
You see, rich people, they'll never invest in someone who has no knowledge. They're interested to invest into somebody whereby they have seen something that can come out from that person.
Okay.
Yes. That's one thing that I know about rich people. If we were to go somewhere and we mingle with rich people, and that's one of the principles that I have. I like being in a place where there are rich people.
Like, what place can I go to?
That's one of the things that I used to do when I used to to struggle in certain areas of life. I have believed in right confessions.
Okay.
I don't know how to confess negativity. And one thing that has kept me is always to speak good things about my life.
Yes.
I remember there are times I'll take walks and I'm telling myself, I am rich. I'll keep on confessing such words to myself. And I never knew that those words one day will come to pass.
Okay.
And there sometimes I'll just walk, where there's a bank. I'll just sit there. I'll see people that are withdrawing money. I'll just sit there. Do you know what I used to do? I was creating environment where there's money.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You're watching this now. You have heard. There is Bank of Zambia in town. Make sure you pass by there and meditate on that money.
Just sit,
Bank of Zambia.
ATM.
This is
You see,
this is
and there are times whereby I'll walk in places whereby, I hate poverty. I don't like poverty in my life.
Yes.
There are times whereby I would walk in meetings. I don't have meeting with people who are there, but just because they are rich people who are discussing business, I'll just be in such an environment. So environment shapes who you are.
Environment shapes who you are.
Just to draw you back to what you said earlier, you grew up in Chavuma, you are a hunter, and now you are a businessman. So you also spoke about environment.
Yes.
So how did growing up in Chavuma shape your entrepreneurial mindset?
As I explained earlier, there are some people who are just born naturally. They just don't believe in poverty.
Okay.
They just born with it.
They are just born with it like that. Like personally, like the skills that I've explained to you, I just had passion for that. And I feel that's where I adopted leadership.
So for you to be a hunter, like those bear traps you used to set and everything else, well, did you have an inspiration, like someone you'd say, okay, I want to be like this one. This one makes me feel like I can be better. Or did you have somebody you would look up to in that area?
Yes, there are some people who taught me.
Okay.
And there are some people who are good hunters in that. But personally, to my side, I used to do it because it was for survival. We want to put food on the table. Yeah. So when there's no food to eat, when there's no relationship, I would go there and hunt.
You mentioned something to say they're just people who are born. Is it everyone who is going to be rich? Like, are the rich born or are the rich made? Like, are you able to tell that this person is going to be rich based off how they are born, the qualities, the passions they are born with, or maybe it takes effort, like you need to force yourself to know certain things for you to have a future among the rich?
Okay. Can I tell you a secret? If you want to be rich, you marry into a rich family.
I like it. I like it. If you're watching me out there and you have a rich father, contact me.
That's
This is a very good advice. I
That's-
love the advice.
Just not to cut you short. Let me just ask a question.
sure.
You are a rich man.
Yeah.
Automatically, your children are also rich because you're rich.
Yeah.
Then there's this man who just comes and believes for him to be rich, he has to marry your daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Then you as a father, you know to say, my daughter marrying this guy. And this guy actually, since let's say maybe when you're growing up, maybe I don't know, you're growing up, then you also thought, I need to marry in a rich family for me to be,
Okay.
Yes. So then your daughter has this guy. Let's say she's reached the age there, that stage where she can now settle with the man and everything else.
Mm.
Then she comes, introductions are made and the like. Then you know to say this guy wants to be rich through my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Would you allow that to happen to you, or would you put some restrictions on your wealth?
Okay. So listen, when I say that if you wanna be rich, at times it's good to marry in a rich family. I feel that's the easiest one. If you just want to be rich.
Point blank.
Yeah. Because like to answer your question, you see, I have a daughter and now I'm rich. So before I go into deeper things to accept the person, I already mentioned that rich people, they wouldn't want to invest in something that is empty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's one of the easiest ways to attract rich people that to be interested in you. They need to see something interesting about you. Rich people, they don't help out of pity. No, they need to see something that is in you that needs help. And before I answer your question, this is something that I've literally seen. Never ask money from rich people. It's better you ask ideas from them, not money.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
But you can ask for their daughter.
okay, let's get to that. I am a rich person. I have my daughter.
Yes.
So, before I accept or allow that man to marry my daughter, there are qualities I need to see in that person. Because I need to make sure that even when I am dead, the wealth need to be secured. So I need to see qualities in that person.
Okay.
Can that person have those qualities even when he has no money? But is there something in him that can secure that wealth? Because wealth is something that has to be generation. Even when I'm not there, it needs to continue.
Yes.
So I need to see somebody who has knowledge, who is capable enough to maintain that lineage of wealthy. You get my point, right? So I don't need to look on money. No, okay, this person has money. But before I allow that young man to marry my daughter, the person might have the intention because I'm rich. But I also need to consider the values. What values does this person has?
So that's a very good clarification then to everyone and every young man, to be specific, that is viewing the show. I think our speaker and our guest has really clarified that it's not just about you going to marry a rich person's daughter. Rather, it is also about what qualities, what skills, what type of mindset do you have to offer. Are you well positioned to sustain? Because at their level, they're looking into wealth sustenance. So do you have the qualities to sustain the wealth? Well, my next question would be, do you have a business mentor? One, do you think mentorship is important? And how can a young man trying to start a business find a mentor? Or at what point, rather, should they start looking for a mentor?
Wow, that's an interesting question. I have a mentor, yes.
Okay.
I have mentors who mentors me. Yeah, where business is concerned.
Okay.
I don't have reached here like where I am right now. It's because I have mentors who have literally taken their time to mentor me.
Okay.
Yes.
And so I assume your answer is mentorship is important.
Yes.
At what point should a young man trying to start a business start looking for a mentor? Is it at the very beginning? Should they start up something first of all? Or who should find the other? Help us with that.
Okay. I feel you should, as like the first question that you asked, at what age? The
Yes.
earlier the better.
Okay.
The earlier the better. So mentors should not look for you. Look for them.
Okay.
Yeah. Look for them. It's you who wants help.
Yes.
So you go to them. You learn from them.
Mm.
It's important, yes.
So, what do you think is the biggest mindset shift young Zambians need to make for them to build a successful business or businesses?
I mean, you see, if there's a country that has got lazy youths, it's Zambia. I'm telling you the truth.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, when it comes to business, one of the greatest is mindset is the key. What type, you know, the distance between the poor and the rich is information.
Yeah.
That's the distance. And rich people, they are stingy at times with the information.
Mm.
Yeah.
Just a minute. Like what you said, from what you just mentioned, you said if there's a country that has got lazy people, it's Zambia.
Yeah.
Not to criticize you,
Okay.
just to draw you back a bit.
Mm-hmm.
You said if you want to be rich, marry into a rich family. Don't you think that's a lazy mindset? Like you don't want to work your way up. You just want to feed from someone's.
No, I think our guest is correct.
Let
The
him
goal is
explain.
becoming rich. You know,
It's becoming rich, but in a lazy way.
No.
As in you're feeding off from someone's
rich
thing.
is rich.
No. You're feeding off from someone's success.
Isn't rich?
So you going to marry into a rich family is like, why should I start up something when he has already established something?
Our guest, sir, Mr. Titus. is-
You want me to answer that question?
Of course.
Okay, but okay, the statement that I said is just a shortcut.
Aha! Shortcuts come
It's a
first.
shortcut.
When someone feels lazy to go, they use shortcuts.
No, sometimes certain struggles are just unnecessary.
You see, the reason why you raise that point, it's not quite laziness.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's not laziness. That's why I say that. Personally, me, if I was to have a daughter and I've made it in life,
Yes.
what I would do is, before that young man marries my daughter, their values I need to see in that person.
Now, as a father, would you think him just coming to marry your daughter is a lazy?
No.
It's love.
No.
What
It
love?
is love.
You know, where there's wealth and love, it's blur. It's
Okay.
very blur. Let me say this. It's very hard for you to know who loves you. Okay, let's say you people are not yet in your prime.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are not yet in your prime. Most of the time, your prime comes 40, 35, 40, upper, that side.
Okay.
Let's say you're single up to that time.
Mm-hmm.
If a woman just came, no, me, I love you, you would have some, because she came when you're rich, and then she's claiming to love you genuinely. When you are rich.
Okay.
The time you're building, maybe this girl, you wanted her, but then she, because you didn't have anything. So you'd also see it, say, she just wants me because I've got money. So it can be also the same thing. For the other one, I know because my dad is rich, he wants me. Not because I'm rich, he wants my daughter. When I
Sure,
die, he
get
wants
married.
to take over my wealth.
But you should also understand that that's a decision of the daughter. Get my point,
Thank you.
right? That's her decision.
Yeah, no, I won't comment much.
Titus is the goat.
That's a decision of the daughter. Yeah, but as a father, you need also to be very, very much wise.
Men are cunning.
You see, sometimes what rich people do
Yes.
is this. You are poor as a man, but there's a strong relationship with a daughter who happens to come from a rich family. So sometimes what the rich people would do, they'll employ the person in their company. If they're running a business, to see how capable he is
That's
before
what.
they take things far where relationship or marriage is concerned. Because people with money, they literally look for people they can trust.
Yeah.
So if I want to marry off my daughter to a young man who is not doing well? First of all, before I come to the issue of saying, okay, must be rich and all those things, but I also need to respect the decision of my daughter
Very important.
before things go far.
Yes.
But like that point that I said, musician in our generation, it's not something that is happening now. Personally, me, I know that when I'm gonna be that rich, I would rather marry somebody who is also rich.
You know, someone said the rich marry for influence. Even in this country, many of our politicians, their sons and daughters, marry the sons and daughters of business moguls
Yeah, right.
and other politicians.
Yeah, right.
So if you get the opportunity, grab it.
Yeah,
Grab it.
I
I
have
agree
a lot
with
of
you, sir.
questions. This one, let's just move to the next one.
Let's move to
So
the next
but
one.
there's something, there's a question that you posed about
The mindset shift, yes.
yes. You see, one thing that I've observed, I've seen foreigners are the one that are taking up Zambia. People from other countries are the ones that are doing crazy business in Zambia. I've quietly interacted with foreigners, and there's no way foreigners can just come in a country that they haven't seen potential. Meaning they have seen something.
Oh, yeah.
Now, one thing that you must ask yourself, why is it that majority of us young Zambians, we always go there to look for a job from people who are foreigners? Nish, what is us Zambia? What are we doing? You see?
That's an important question.
Yeah, this is something that most of us, that's why I raised the point that majority of us Zambians, we are lazy. The only thing that we want is waiting for employment in the government. Yet one of the biggest things that controls economy in the country is business.
Yes.
Trust me, where there are business people and business young men, the economy is assured and the economy is really going to be good.
Mr. Titus, are you rich?
I'm rich, yes.
How much rich? What level rich are we talking? Because you mentioned that you used to go to a bank and you would think and you confess I'm rich. What level rich are you at? Are you up there with the magnets and the sort?
No, those are big mafias. When I talk about becoming rich, or
Yes.
when I say I am rich, personally myself, I don't need anybody to tell me that I'm rich, but I know myself that I am rich. The reason why I have answered your question to say I'm rich is because I know what is in me.
Okay.
Yes.
So right now we're just working with what's in you, not what is in your pocket. Which level?
He's just working with the drive that's in you.
me right now, I'm working with both
Okay.
my pocket and what is in me.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
But before you get to become rich, the secret, just have right information, knowledge. I already mentioned this, that the secret between the poor people and the rich is knowledge or information. That's all.
Okay. Okay. What about spending? What's your advice on spending? What's the difference between being stingy and at church they tell us to be generous and all this, but a lot of Christians are poor.
Okay.
So is it the generosity that makes Christians poor? Should we be stingy? Like expenditure versus good financial management versus being stingy. Which one? What's the difference? And which one do you recommend?
I feel, when you are on your way to success or to become rich,
Yes.
there's a level or there's a time you need to be quite a bit selfish.
Yeah.
And this is something that I've seen people, they don't really understand. It's good to give. I give. Yeah. But sometimes it's to know when you can give and where you can't.
So in short,
Give.
you mean you have to set priorities.
Yes, you need
If
to have.
you've not made your priorities yet, then
Yes.
you refrain.
Yeah. Trust me, I've met people in life I've met givers. And one of the things that I've seen about people who are rich, they are givers. Because that's how it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the principles I've seen with people who are rich. They love giving.
Yes.
Yeah, that's one of the way, you know. Even the Bible, it's biblical.
Yes.
Yeah, when you give, there's more that you're gonna receive.
Yes.
Yeah. So to answer just like what you asked, you see, there's just a level you need to be selfish, be stingy. There's just a time, because you can never give what you don't have.
Oh yes.
You only give what you have.
Yes.
So there's a level whereby I need to fill myself first before I pour out to somebody.
Yeah.
Then let's assume I don't have anything. How can I give what I don't have? Meaning there must be a room first where I need to store. There's a room whereby I need first to have a lot in capacity before I help. I feel
Should I be honest as a business person? Is honesty good for business?
yes, it is.
Explain.
You know, honesty is quite very much important. And if you really want to take a serious step into business, you know, at times I've seen people have played tricks in business, but time will tell.
What about fake it till you make it? I
It's-
think there are a lot of business people using that. Isn't that the level of dishonesty? Fake it till you make it, branding, dress like you are there, even though you're borrowing.
It's good. That one, I can concur with it. It's good to fake it at times.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's just know, and also it's important to know when to fake it and when you can't. Because sometimes you can fake it, whereby your destined helpers, they are in that same room who should who should help you. Yes, you get my point, right?
Yes.
Yeah, just know when to fake it and where you can't fake it. You get my point, right?
Yes.
You know, sometimes I've seen people. Let me give an example. There's a story. I was watching a certain interview, certain young man, how he made it in life.
Yes.
So what he used to do, he would go to places where there are nice cars. You know, he would take pictures
Yes.
as if those cars are his. You get my point, right? So one day, there was a rich man. Then he found this young man, broke young man, taking pics on his car. No, this is my car, guys, see, and all those things. But the rich man, he never got upset. He looked at him, was like, okay, why can't I use this guy to advertise my cars? You get my point, right?
Yes.
So the guy was faking it, right?
Yes.
Then from there,
He made it.
he made it.
You know,
He faked it.
and made it.
He made it.
So he knew how to fake it from.
Yes. You get
What
my
about
point.
kindness? Should a businessman be kind?
Yes, you need to be kind. As I said earlier, that there's no machine that gives you money. Money comes from people. So you need to be kind to people for you to have money.
Okay.
Yes, kindness is very, very much vital when it comes to business.
So in your biography that I just read in the beginning of the program,
Yeah.
it mentioned that you are with Kingdom Rapture Church.
Yes.
So how do you manage to meet the demands of pastoring Kingdom Rapture Church and also running a commercial business?
I feel that's something that is very much, there's time whereby it was quite difficult for me to balance. Yeah, it quietly had hit me bad in such a way that somehow I was gotten by, you know, business thing and all those things.
So like you slightly moved away from.
Yes,
Pulpit.
from the pulpit, yes. And, you know, that's where now mentors needs to come in. I have a mentor, you know,
Yes.
whom I literally look up to. And, you know, I would call him, say, okay, this is what is happening. And he would open to me, okay, I feel the stage that you have reached is a very, very sensitive stage. And at this stage, that's where many people, they miss it. And personally, me being who I am is because of the ministry. So at times now, this is where now, as a young businessman, this is now where you need to know how to balance your time. Okay, yeah. I feel that it's important. This is now where you need teamwork. You need to have right people who can literally help you where it's necessary.
Yes.
And it's just a matter of balancing your schedule. Okay, this time I need to be in this place and all those things. And it's very much important.
Ah.
So, what is one major business hurdle that you faced, and how did you navigate it?
Okay, business is hard. And business has got stages.
Yes.
Yeah, there's one of the first stages is survival. Yeah, that's the stage whereby you are broke, time you go broke, you don't have money, and all those things. So it's normal. And everyone who is heading to the road of success, they need to pass through that stage. So personally, me, I've lost money. I've made mistakes in business. And, there's a lot of things that happens in business.
Yes.
There are times you lose money and all those things. I remember I had a shop in Solwezi, and things got stolen.
Ish.
Yeah, things got stolen. And I happened to have another shop again here in Lusaka, which it was more like the same period. And these were quietly one of my businesses that were doing good. And things just went bad. I went through depression. I went through a lot. Just you see the things you have put in, the money, the time, and all of a sudden things just got bad. But when you just have a mindset of an entrepreneur, you always know where to start from. Because entrepreneurs, they are thinkers.
Yes.
They see beyond. They imagine.
Yeah.
And all those things. So, personally, when you have been there, there's a level whereby when you reach where you reach in business, like me, the level that personally I have reached personally, like right now here, I don't need money for me to be rich. I just need right knowledge for me to be rich.
Okay.
Yes. And this is what I look up to people who can give me right information. How did they make it? That's why I say that rich people, they don't give money.
They give information.
They give information. So if you were to bump into rich people,
Yes.
what do? Ask ideas. How did they make it? And that's the easiest way to make relationship with people who have money.
Yes.
If you just bump into somebody, people that will give you money. And one principle that I have in life, I even personally that I've kept, is never be used to receive things for free. Everything that you receive for free, automatically you will lose it.
Yes.
Because you will not know or understand the value of it.
Yeah.
I hope you are getting something.
Yes.
Let's assume I want to give you something. I give you a car. Trust me. I can give you something. Something that I've treasured, something that I have loved, and I get to give it to you.
Yes.
You just use it like, anyhow, the way you feel like using it. Because you do not understand what it took me to have it. The pain I went through. So if I was to give it to you, you not understand the pain. So you just use it. And I've seen people who have given me things for free. And I've quietly come to a position whereby every time I receive something for free, it doesn't last. Then I sat down and I came to realize it's better it's yours. Because when something is yours, you have limitations. You know how to spend it and all those things. Because,
you know what it costs.
yeah, that's how it is. That's
Interesting.
Very interesting. So, how did you balance spiritual conviction with business discipline?
Wow. Spirituality is something that I value. Because I was brought to a place whereby I understood that money is spiritual.
Okay.
Yeah, money is not physical. Money is spiritual. And because of me being a spiritual person, I took advantage of those principles that I know. And I took advantage of money.
Yes.
So, as a business person, and I feel if there are people who should quietly be successful, are people who are spiritual, especially as Christians. And let me tell you something, and I want you to get this from me.
Yes.
Every rich person, there is something that they do which is spiritual to their money. Real wealth is spiritual.
Serious. And we heard about it's there on the internet. It's not about people like this the owner of Facebook, Zuckerberg, going to Nim Karoli Baba in India.
Okay.
I don't know if they meditated them or they whatever, but these guys came back with those deep insights, and they came up with Facebook, and the business grew, and it became, including the owners of Apple. So there is that. How can Christians also utilize their spirituality to ensure that they become rich? Because a lot of Christians are broke.
You're right, especially prayer warriors.
Yes. Yes.
You see, I was watching a clip of a man of God, and he was saying that, and I quietly came to realize, and I saw sense into it.
Uh-huh.
When we look at the ministry of Jesus, it's foolishness being a pastor, and we have 10 friends who are pastors. It's foolishness. I'm telling the truth. Let's look at Jesus. He was God, right?
Yes.
Let's see the friends he had. They were businessmen,
Tax collectors, fishermen.
Yes, all those things.
Farmers.
Medical doctors were there. Jesus was intelligent. Because
networking.
Yes. Now you're a medical doctor. All your friends, 10 of them, they are medical doctors. Now how are you going to make it in life? Okay.
Yes.
So in this thing, you need to be, you need to be wise, and you need to be sharp.
Yes.
You need just to be sharp. And this is something that I've quietly been doing. There are times you just need to be sharp. Just know when to hammer when an opportunity arises. You need just to be sharp and be ready. Being rich or being successful, you need to be a person who takes risk. So, like, to answer your question, you spoke of the rich person, the Facebook, and all those things. Real wealthy is spiritual. Real wealthy is spiritual. That's something that you must understand.
So, but why is it that we find prophets? They can prophet. These Christians, Pentecostal believers, prophet can prophesy. They heal the sick, and the brother is broke.
You're right. Now,
why isn't the spirituality of money following them?
Because that should be spiritual enough.
One of the things that should make you rich, one of the places where money hides, one of it is a gift.
Okay.
Yes. So there are people who are literally, anointed like this, but they're broke. Like this. And one of the things that I've seen, no matter how anointed, if you are broke, you're not yet matured Christian. Yeah. I'm telling you.
Interesting.
If you are a Christian, no matter how anointed you are, you can be deep into the prophetic. If you are just broke, you are not yet matured. Because there are so many places where man hides.
Yes.
One of it is a gift. There are so many places that can tell you where money hides. And especially to myself, one of the place I came to discover where my money is was a gift. You see, I'm a man of God.
Yes.
And I have invested a lot in my gift.
Yes.
I'm a prophet, you see.
Yes.
I'm a young prophet, let me say that. I'm a pastor, but the Lord has given me that prophetic gift.
Yes.
And that's when also environment comes in. You see me, I'm from a place whereby there are people who are doing well. I'm from State Lodge, that's the location where I've seen their politicians and all those things. And I've seen people who have come to me to hear what God is saying upon their lives.
Yes.
And trust me, there's just no way you come to me, I begin to tell you or pray for you and all those things. Then there's no way you just walk like that without honoring what is upon my life. I've rendered the service to you.
That is very important. I think I like what you just mentioned. Some man of God said a church member went to the man of God, and they said, man of God, I want you to tell me what God is saying. Then the man of God told them, say no, sow a seed. And then the member said, no, give what you've received for free. Give it for free. Then the pastor said, since we were receiving for free, go and also get your own share. So that you should hear what God is saying.
Okay, you see, let me comment a bit on that one. I personally, I don't charge people for me to pray for them. I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel also when I was a young, powerful man of God, mom never liked this idea of me telling people sow a seed. No.
Okay.
It should just come from you.
Mm.
Yeah. There's no single day have I ever told somebody, before I pray for you, you need to sow a seed. Automatically, it's not going to happen.
Okay.
Yeah, just the way I am. You know, people will be a blessing to you when you pray for them and they see results.
Nice.
Yeah. You know, people are moved with results.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the most important things. Results. You can be a powerful man of God. Results should speak. You don't need to go in a place, no, I'm the most powerful man of God. I'm the sharp whatever. Zero. Show us the results.
Someone should just look at you and say, this one's a powerful.
Yeah. You know, one thing that you can never give what you don't have.
Yes.
As a pastor, I've seen people be like, no, I pray for you, receive your money. Do you have money?
Points. Go and get money before you give me money.
You see? Yeah. And, you know, one of the things I've seen, pastors, they are also lazy. They don't want to work.
Work where?
They don't want to, you know, one thing that I've seen, when God created you, God never gave you a job. He gave you work. Yes. This is now where, you know the scripture, God said, go here, multiply, be fruitful, and all those things. That scripture talks about business. That's why you see that people have got a lot of children and poor people. You never find the rich man with a lot of children. You see, when that scripture says, go here and multiply, it never spoke of having a lot of children. That's a business principle.
Where do you even get the time? I won't say much, but where do you get the time?
See, I want to, that scripture, it's a business scripture, I'm telling you the truth.
Okay.
Yeah, that one, just take time, be productive, multiply. Business, you need to multiply. Money needs to be multiplied. And trust me, rich people, they have got few children. Look at poor people. My friend.
They are here to
It's a competition. No, the Bible says, no, you should multiply.
And fulfilling purpose.
Now, how much have you multiplied financially? How much have you multiplied? You see? So I feel sometimes also as believers, we overdo things.
Yes.
That's where the problem is, You get my point, right?
Yes. Yeah. Mr. Titus, we are looking forward to having you the second time. I want to finish this subject, especially for marrying the rich person's daughter.
No, that one is just a shortcut. It's just a shortcut.
I love the shortcut.
For lazy people.
Why
people.
suffer
Shortcut
for nothing?
lazy people. So here he's saying, don't be lazy. Again, he's giving you a lazy path.
No, it's not for lazy people.
It's for lazy people.
There's one of my friends said, why should I struggle so that I should just come and tell people that I struggled if I can make it quickly?
Everyone wants to be rich.
Yes.
The goal is to be rich.
Yes.
So, there are so many ways how people become rich. So many ways.
Okay.
So marrying into a rich family is one of the ways.
It's one of it. It's a short. In fact, that's the fastest one. Just find yourself there.
Rich man's daughter.
There's a saying, please, people out there, there's a saying that says, don't rush. When you rush, you will crash. So you going for that lazy shortcut for marrying into you'll crash.
Unless you want to die poor.
Amen. Mr. Titus, on the last note, in just a few minutes, 3-4 minutes, if I am a young man,
okay,
I live in Chivolia, and I come from a very poor family, where I have no networks. One, I only have probably a mother or a father. If it's a father, he's a drunk. If it's a mother, then she's a broke addict as well. But she tries to sell some vegetables. And I strongly believe that I should be in business, and probably the only qualification I have is a grade 9 or a grade 12. What can I do to start business?
Okay. So let me tell you something. Never look for money.
Okay.
Create value that will attract money.
Okay.
Yes. You get my point, right? So how can you make it or start a business and all those things? Never venture into a business that you don't know.
Okay.
Yes. Understand the environment, acquire knowledge about it, have a mentor. Yeah. It's very much important. So there are some people right now, I've seen people whereby they want to do business, but there's nothing that they don't know, that they know about business.
Yes.
They don't have capital. Capital is quietly, it's a Greek term. It's a Greek term which simply means capture, meaning your mind.
Yes.
So before, it's not, you don't need money, the thing that you call capital. Capital is your mind, is your mindset. I've seen people whereby they'll be like, I want money to start a business. Trust me, even if I was to give you like a 10,000 to start a business, you're not go anywhere. It's better you have a plan before money comes in.
Yes.
Not when money comes in, that's when you start planning. It won't work. So there can be somebody who is in Chola, who is struggling. One of the easiest way for you to attract money, you need to build values. Yeah. If it means to invest in a skill, do that. Build values in yourself.
Okay.
And it will be easier for you to attract money. Money flows to people who have knowledge about money.
Yes.
And I was giving an example about how I grew up, the traps and all those things.
Yes.
Also, for you to have money or money to come to you, you need to set traps for money. And how do you set traps for money? You need to set different type of business and also in different locations. Those are traps. That's why you find that people who have got money, they have got different type of businesses in different locations. Those are the traps. Yes.
You mentioned something, but I would love, of course, in a minute or two. You mentioned about environment, and this young man is coming from Chibolia. They are unable to fake it. Even someone to borrow from a jacket so that they can fake it, they don't have. Their environment is full of poor people. In fact, they are ridiculed. They get a job that pays them 4,500 kwacha. They relocate to Roma, where they are paying a house for 3,000 just for them to have a better environment. Of course, they are not able to save, but they have a better environment. Is that a wise decision, or that is a big mistake?
That's poverty mentality. Who do you want to please?
Okay, continue.
Who do you want to please? How this is one of the things where people are poor. Sometimes it's very much important just to live within what you have.
Okay.
Yeah, who do you want to impress? You go to a Roma park or to a place whereby, they are expensive. People who are rich, they're there. The houses are expensive and all those things. One thing that you must understand, that when you're rotting in poverty, no one will come to help you.
Yes.
So sometimes it's very much important to stay in a place whereby you can build yourself from there. And when you have made it and you have seen there's a need of changing of the environment, you can do that because you know that you have it in capacity. Never risk yourself to buy something that is expensive or get a loan to buy something that is expensive just because you want to show it off to people.
Exactly.
Yes, you can, everybody is gonna admire you. Oh, you are doing good and all those things. Yet deep down, you are broke. You are suffering.
Yes.
Why? Because you are faking it. That's why I said that sometimes it's not good to fake it. Know when to fake it.
And when to make it.
Yes. Most of us, we have chased away people who are supposed to help us.
Because of the fake it till you make
Yes. So you need to know when to do it and all those things. And one of the things that I've literally learned and observed as a young pastor and as a young businessman, rich people are not ready to invest where they don't see hope or future. They are ready to water, whereby they even know that when they help you, one day you are also going to help some other people. Becoming rich, it should also come out from passion to help other people.
So now, clarify on environment.
So environment.
Where should they find the mentor? Because this person lives in Chiboria, and they are working for a 4,500, and their immediate boss lives in Kamwala, never had a business. So how do they find a mentor? How do they find an environment that grooms them?
So the problem is not how much you are getting paid.
Okay.
The problem is with the mindset.
What you're using the money for.
The mindset is the key.
Okay.
Every rich person or every successful person, they'll tell you this. The secret is mindset.
So how should this person position their mindset? As our last question, our last question.
Being rich is a decision.
Okay.
It's a decision.
This conversation can go on forever.
Being rich is a decision. If you are not ready to take risk and make certain decisions in life, you never become rich.
Like what you said earlier, he mentioned to say, you don't chase money, create value that will attract the money. So when you create that value, automatically you know where you're supposed to be. You know which area you're supposed to be found around.
You're right. So you see right now, one thing that has helped me a lot, I know how to brand myself.
Okay.
Yeah. One of the ways I have kept and how I have seen things working for me, I know how to look good. Yeah. I feel this is one of the things that has literally helped me.
Okay.
Yeah. Sometimes, don't look broke, look rich. You don't have it, but just look good. Yeah. There are some people who will just be drawn to by how you are looking. I have seen people have given me money by how I'm just looking. Just, I like your outfit.
You use social media?
Both in person.
Okay.
Even right now, you see the way I'm looking. I can be walking in town. People will go, say you're looking good. It's one of the ways to brand yourself. I feel that's what I can say.
Thank you very much, Mr. Titus. We will be looking forward to having you here again and again, because we on this show we value people that bring realistic views, because we are talking about executives. Executives may be helped, number one, in finding the right talent. You spoke about the rich man who is looking for a suitor for the daughter and the qualities. That is HR right there. Or maybe somebody that's looking for a job, or probably somebody that's trying to start a business. This show is all about the viewers that are watching and are trying to move to the next level. Again, I am your host, Kelvin Elias Mumba.
Thank you very much for everyone that stayed with us on this show. It was very insightful. Actually, one of my key takeaways here that would help people out there is create value. When you create value, because I know you want money, you want to be rich, but when you create value, you become rich when you position yourself where that value is valued. I am your co-host, Ruth Banda, and don't forget to catch us every Friday on channel 456 Topstar, and 17 hours every Saturday for repeats. Thank you very much. Have a good day.